Hey Yorktown, it's Supervisor Matt Slater back here at the John C. Hart Memorial Library right off of East Main Street in Shrub Oak. Here with some of our great librarians as we continue to celebrate Women's History Month here in the town of Yorktown. As we've said so many times before, knowledge is power, and so we've got some great pieces of literature for both children and our young adults and adults that we wanted to highlight and share with all of you. As a reminder, the John C. Hart Memorial Library continues to operate through their porch pickup operation. All that information can be found right on their website or their Facebook page, and of course their Instagram page. So why don't you guys take it away, and we'll be back in a little bit.
Okay, hi everybody, I'm Irena, and I want to share a few great books with you, and we'll start with this one. Once upon a time in America, children could not take home books from the library. Reading wasn't all that important for children, many thought. Adults believed that children would not remember to return their library books and ruin the books with their dirty hands. Luckily, Miss Anne Carroll Moore thought otherwise. This is the true story of how Miss Moore created the first children's room at the New York Public Library in the spring of 1911. It was a bright, warm room filled with artwork, window seats, and most important of all, borrowing privileges to the world's best children's books in many different languages. Miss Moore had a great influence, but she was just one of a group of strong, trailblazing women librarians who helped pave the path to creating children's libraries across the country. To find out more, read Miss Moore Thought Otherwise by Jan Pinoborough. And I just want to share a picture from here, just to show you how colorful it was at the library. And I mean, it's an illustration, but it's so beautiful in the book. So that's a great book to read. And then we have our second one. Darkness, Courage, Determination, History. It is night, May 1932. One single engine plane is about to face the vast darkness. In the cockpit is one woman alone. It is 2,000 miles from Harbor Grace, Newfoundland, to the shores of Europe. Will she survive? If she does, she will make history as the first woman to pilot across the Atlantic Ocean alone. Based on exciting true events, read and discover the fate of courageous pilot Amelia Earhart in Night Flight by Robert Burleigh. And this also has wonderful, wonderful illustrations. And I just want to share one with you here. And there she is in the plane in very terrible weather. So, very courageous woman indeed. Now to you.
Now to me. Hi, I'm Ellen. I'm in the adult department. And tomorrow marks the first day of spring. And spring to me means one thing, means baseball. Anybody who knows me will tell you it means baseball. And April 1st, the game that we all know is America's pastime, comes back. But there's a lot of things about baseball that maybe you don't know. There's a lot of history about baseball that maybe you don't know. And maybe you don't know that women played a big part in it. So I thought I'd share a couple of stories with you. The first story is Bernice Guerra. Did you know in 1972, Bernice became the first American woman to umpire a professional baseball game? 1972. Back in 1922, Edith Halton was a shortstop. She played for the Philadelphia Bobbies. She played shortstop. She led the team in hits and in home runs, but she was also 10 years old. I thought that was pretty cool for information. the story that you probably know best is Lavon Pear Davis. She was known as Pepper. She was also a shortstop. She played for the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League. You probably know her best as Dottie. Dottie was Gina Davis's character in A League of Her Own. Now, there's plenty of more information about women and baseball in the library. There's these movies and there are plenty of books. So maybe if you stop by the library, we could talk baseball and we could hook you up with some good stories too.
Well, there you have it. There's some great pieces of literature, like I said earlier, some great stories for all of our residents, whether children, young adults, or adults, from Amelia Earhart to some of our female pioneers in the great game of baseball. And it is spring, and our Mets are going to have a good year, right?
Yes, they are.
All right. Well, there you go, Yorktown. This concludes our celebration of Women's History Month. Again, the John C. Hart Memorial Library continuing to provide just invaluable service to the town of Yorktown and all of our residents. So make sure you come by and check out some of these great books for you all to enjoy. Thanks so much.